Hello and welcome to Arsenal Domination, where it has finished at St James's Park. Newcastle United 1, Arsenal 2, and it is a huge win for Arsenal. They closed the gap to Liverpool to 2 points at the top, and this is a huge moment for Mikel Arteta in the season. It has been a challenging start to the season, and Arsenal come out of it with 13 points out of 18. They'd have hoped for more, of course, but we've been to Old Trafford, we've been to St James's Park, we've been to Anfield, and we played City. That's not an easy start at all. And he has 13 points. And crucially, with Liverpool dropping points yesterday, Arsenal closed the gap, as I say. But also the pressure was on around the narrative. Some of the narratives I discussed before about Arsenal being too defensive justified. Some I felt over the top. But today, Arsenal went attacking. I think last weekend's at half-time, those substitutions was kind of a watershed for Mikel Arteta. And he didn't have the get-out-of-jail-free card that I discussed in the week about Martin Odegaard being fit to start in the 8. But he did go with Eze, who had some bright moments, but maybe not consistently enough. But it's very difficult against a team as defensively strong as Newcastle to massively influence the game. And as I say, I think at key moments he did well, forcing a couple of saves from Nick Pope, who was outstanding in goal, but arguably should have given away a penalty. I think that's a penalty for me. I know it touched him, but Gyökeres sort of kicks the ball into him rather than him impacting the play. For me, I think that's a penalty. If it's against you, you're probably screaming he's won the ball. So you can kind of see it sort of from both ways. But Arsenal, as I say, I think for me, dominant in the first half, showed some attacking intent. And as I say, the lineup showed some attacking intent as well. But they were behind at the break. You know, Mascara conceding an unnecessary corner, and Newcastle scored from it. Their new striker, whose name I can't pronounce, getting the goal. Possible foul on Gabriel, I think probably is, but it's very soft, so I'm not going to have too many complaints about that. Newcastle led at the break against the run of play for me, but Arsenal kept going in the second half. They were camped in the Newcastle half at times, and they got their reward. Mikel Moreno coming on as a substitute, much maligned in the week. It's not his fault. He's been sort of picked for these games in that attacking midfield role, which I don't think suits him. But we know how good he is aerially, and he got a beautiful header. Arsenal went short in the corner, and I'm sure other people were joining me and screaming at the TV and went, "Why are we not getting in there?" But beautiful delivery. I think it's Declan Rice and Moreno guiding that header into the corner, and then Arsenal getting the late winner through Gabriel. Absolute scenes in this house, and I'm sure it was for many that were there and or watching at home. Arsenal taking the 3 points. It's a huge statement this early in the season. Arsenal pegging Liverpool back, as I say, to 2 points, getting an away win at Newcastle, and I think this is going to be an interesting title race. I said Arsenal needed 13 points in the first 6 games to make it a title race. They got them, and I think it's going to be Arsenal v Liverpool throughout the season. See you later.